Hello everybody and welcome to this laser cutting workshop by makelasergifts.com. I'm Kyle and I'll be your guide for the following tutorial. In this workshop I'll be showing you how to make a laser cut card of your very own. There'll be a decent range of card colours for all occasions: birthdays, anniversaries, holidays and festivals, or simply just saying hello to an old friend. The list goes on. All you have to do is come up with an idea and then think about how you're going to decorate it afterwards. I'll even throw in a couple of tips along the way. So let's get stuck in. Before we begin, I'd like to show you a few ways you can control this video. However, if you'd like to get stuck in with the workshop, you can skip to the next part of this video by clicking the time listed on the video. This video makes use of YouTube's timestamp feature. By going to the video description, you will see the timestamps I've set for each section of this video. If you'd like to skip to a different section, or rewatch one that you've previously seen, simply click its timestamp in the description. This feature also splits the video's progress bar into the different sections. When you roll your mouse over a specific part of the bar, it will tell you what section that comes under. This will make it easier for you to take a break and continue from where you left off. Also down in the description you will find some useful links, a link to the website, and a link to the workshop page. That concludes this section on video control. Now the very first thing to do is make your way to our website, www.makelasergifts.com. You'll want to do this in a separate tab or separate window in order to carry on watching this video. When our website is loaded up, click on the link that says laser cutting up at the top. Once here, scroll down until you see the two options, I want to cut only and I want to cut and engrave. For this workshop, you want to select I want to cut and engrave. This will scroll you down to the cut and engrave section. From there, click on View Details underneath the Laser Friendly Wood Sheets Cut plus Engrave heading. This will load up a page with all the available woods. This is also where we have decided to categorize A4 card. Now what you want to do is just scroll down until you see the option for A4 card cut plus engrave. Once the page is loaded up, click on Customize it. And once that loads, it will take you to the platform. The box in the middle represents the A4 sheet of card. The line down the middle of that represents the middle of the card. This splits it up into two A5 sized design areas. It is set out this way so that you can choose which side of the card you want to do your design on. I'll show you a couple of examples. This design is intended to be on the inside of the card. Note that the text on the left hand side of the card has been inverted. This means that when the card is folded from left to right, the text will read the correct way, and the message will be on the inside of the card. In this example, the design is on the outside of the card. Anything cut out will be visible from both sides of the card. However, anything engraved will only be visible on the side that you have chosen to engrave. So if you want to engrave a message on the inside of the card, be sure to put your text on the right hand side. To choose which colour of card you would like to work on, you can select it from one of these options on the left. This will not change the colour of the actual canvas, but it will change the details at the bottom just to let you know which one you've selected. You may change this at any point during your design. I'm going to start out with a simple example. First I'm going to select the Add Text tool. This tool is pretty straightforward. It adds text to your design and allows you to type your own message. You can resize, rotate, and change the font of text. You do this by clicking off of the text and then onto the text again. You can move it around by clicking and dragging around the canvas. You can resize it by clicking the boxes in the bottom left and right corner and dragging those. You can rotate it with the rotation box in the top right corner. You can delete it with the cross in the top left corner. And then you can change the text by clicking Edit Text at the bottom. Next, you need to decide whether or not you want your text to be cut or engraved. This is achieved by altering the text's colour or changing its outline colour. First off, select the text that you would like to change the properties of. I'm going to show you how to set the text to be cut. Click the Outline and Shadow section on the menu to the left. From here, make sure that the heading says Outline, then tick the box next to either Outline 1 or Outline 2, and then click the grey box and set it to red. Your text should now be white with a red outline. This is best done with fonts in the Ideal for Stencil category. We are, however, capable of making any font cut-friendly. Some alterations will be made by our laser operator to accommodate for this. If, however, you wish for the text to be engraved, make sure that the outlines are turned off. Then, with your text selected, click on the little white box on the left-hand side above the font selection, and select the colour black. You can also have the outline of text engraved. To do this, set the text's colour to white, then go to the Outline and Shadow option, then set an outline. Select black as the outline colour, and then set it to your desired thickness. And with that, I've shown you how to cut and how to engrave text. Feel free to play around with the outline setting to see what you can come up with. Maybe you could achieve an effect similar to this. Text is not the only thing you can add to your design. We also have a range of graphics that can be accessed by clicking on the Add Graphic button. From here, you can use the menu to the left to browse our different categories of graphics. You can also use the search bar in the top right. The two major categories are Ideal for Engraving. This section is full of various illustrations in many different styles. These are, as the name suggests, ideal for engraving. The other major category is Ideal for Cutting. This category includes a collection of shapes and special cutting patterns. For this workshop, I strongly encourage you to play about with the Ideal for Cutting graphics, as they can be used to create some interesting effects on the laser cut card. In this section, I'm going to put together a design with what we've covered so far. I'm first going to go into Add Graphic, then I'm going to search the Ideal for Cutting section. I will then go to Animals and Objects, Plants and Trees, and I'm going to select the graphic called Floral Pattern 1. Then I'm going to resize the design until it fills up most of the bounding box. This means it will take up a majority of my card. That's all fine though, because when I come around to decorating it after I've made it, I can stick it to another, preferably different colour, piece of card. Next, I'm going to add some text. I'm going to make it white with a red outline. I'm going to make sure that all the text is positioned on one side of the card. When our laser operator comes around to processing this design, he will combine the text with the graphic behind it. This means that the letters will appear in amongst the floral pattern, and can be decorated to stand out even more. Once you have something you're happy with, click on Get a Quote on the panel to the left, and then fill out each of the boxes. Be sure to mention which workshop it is you've done in the subject box. You also must include your full address in the message box. If you do not include your full address, we cannot send your item out to you. Once you have received your item and have decorated it, please send us pictures of the end result. And with that, I'm going to leave you with one final example. Thank you very much for watching.